What hurts the most? The song, the title is Hurt. It doesn't hurt so much anymore, but thinking about it, what can you sing? The song say, tell me your story. Are you feeling bad also? H-U-R-T? Let me hear it. And now, and I call my father. He say he saw the blood in his hand. He say he asked God to forgive him. I was shocked because my father never called me to apologize. I haven't talked to him since the last 8 years. He's still in Africa. My little sister have the same voice as me in London. Sometimes when my sisters call, the saddest thing is, when I was talking to my father, the minute he heard my voice, he think I was my sister. He say, baby? I said, no, it's not baby, it's Sally. And then when my sister called me, she spoke in my voicemail. I hear her voice, I'm like, wow. No wonder that's what my father think I was my sister. Even my mother. When I call my mother doesn't know which one is on the telephone. They copy the body. They made 4 girls. The number 5 died. 4 girls. 3 in Europe, 1 in Africa. And they give the same voices. And when I call, my sister call, the voice is the same. So, when I was the 1-year-old, who's my sister? When my sister was, I was the 1-year-old. And then I have a sister next to me. I become the 2. I was 1,009 days. Now I have a little sister. Since my little sister came, I was 1,009 days. My life was over. Because everything I do, my sister become it. But today I'm 1,002 days. I have 7 days, which is the recreation of the world. 7 days, 7 nights. For me, the wind to be in charge of my 1,009 days, away from my mother, that become my sister. I fall in her stomach. She was standing completely. And now, I am playing. My mother collected drop. Step down, right behind me. Everything I do, my mother that become my blind sister is download for me. Download, download, download. Now, for the first time, I will be in charge of me. 7 days. Will I get there? Well, the video will be here. I don't know if the body is coming to me 7 days later. If the body fall asleep and die, then I cannot post the video. But if the body is still alive, you will see me in the video. If the body don't make it, at least I'm here to tell you the next 42 years, I am the light. Maya the by. No light in eye, you can see the mother that made 3 daughters. You can see the mother that makes 7 boys. Take a light in the eye to fall in love. Take the eyes to make you feel, think. In the darkness inside your bedroom is where you rest. But the wind that will fly away is never going to the graveyard. I never see a funeral for the sunlight and the wind, you know? People going to the graveyard, people. Why people never say, oh, the light is dead, the light is dead, oh, the wind is dead. They say, dead body. Dead body. Mama, papa, auntie, uncle, cousin. Dead body or dead picture? Is it a dead body or dead picture? Picture of sex. A man is over there. came here to your auntie and dump a paint, to your sister, dump a paint, step down as a little girl, picture fantasy. The child died, but your auntie is still sitting. But the thing is, they fall in love with that child. It's like Sissy make love, you come with Houston. The wind, the birds come in to play, to be with me. And then Whitney make love, the bird come in to play, to be Bobby Christina. But Sissy is still there. But they don't get a chance. They scrap them. It's a shame. Now they're just a shadow of the yesterday. But inside of them is inside of me fighting, because the birds see it coming. And if I don't block, I will not be here by now posting the video. So I have a lot of sad story inside of me. You have your own stress. It's not nice to hear all my stress, you know. But I can tell you some funny stories that happened. When I was little, I like to go to big people disco. One day I was sneaky. They have children disco. I don't want to go home because I want to hear my favorite song. Staying there with a couple of my cousins. My uncle was very strict. He's counting all the children if everybody's in the house. And then he closed the door. And we have an iron door, and that door never cooperates with me. It's so really rude. When I'm trying to sneak outside, I try to open the door. It's like you have this iron, you push it, and you're trying to open it, and then again, and your uncle hear it, and then get up, and you go quickly and lie down, like it's not you. But then sometimes I use our window, because the window in my mother's room, it's never closed, so I jump through the window, go away. Or I stay out, not coming in. My uncle gonna check, I'm not there, but I know if you're already out, you're already out. So one day, staying in this people's disco, I am this little girl. I'm 13, 14 years, just came back from Lebanon, have my money, seeing big people, you know, they're all dressing sexy. Going, you're so little, you're trying to grow up, you can, you're just little, your eyes is seeing big people, you want to go in. No way, you have to wait for your own turn. Yeah, I went through a lot of situations when I was little. I had my moments, but one favorite part, a girl who ended up having so much clothes in Europe. When I was in Africa, I have one clothes on for 6 months. One. Every time I talk about it, I want to cry. The saddest thing is how the system can watch someone die, and they abuse them, they live off of them, they hijack them, and they copy them, and then they want to delete them as fast as possible. They want to wipe them off. It's like they use Whitney Houston, and then they wipe her off. They use Michael Jackson, one of the Michael, they wipe him off. They use Marvin Gaye, wipe him off. And they use Elizabeth Taylor, wipe her off. And using Jeff Kennedy, wipe him off. And it is a human being is not here to get sexy. A human being is here to have a season out of them, to see their eyes is always young and sexy. The eyes see the world. But the system don't like to see old people. It's bad for their eyes. They don't like to watch old people. They like to recycle what is not perfect. They throw it away. You know, but they scrap it. They scrap what is perfect. because they believe they have new kids on the block, and one face is taking too much time in building foundation. Everybody loved them. Everybody loved Kennedy. Everybody loved Martin Luther King. Everybody loved Whitney. Everybody loved Elizabeth Taylor. They see that they have too much fans, and now scrap them, destroy their reputation because they have a brand new divas who are now next. I see the world is very big, and I think they should choose and allow the people to find their God and live with their God forever. They should not scrap someone's God and let them only watch a shadow. You know, when I was in Africa, I always have one clothes. Let me put the music because it's boring without the music in the background. When I was in Africa, my grandmother, a little child, by the time my grandmother was 30 years, they killed all her family. I cannot call my grandmother the parent of my grandmother. Oh, I already said many times. Hearing that name, it's like the movie, you know, The Lion King, Mufasa. Ooh, Mufasa. Ooh. Don't call the name because you call it thing. Calling the name of my grandmother, Mama, Papa. Someone wanna slap me because they will pull the video right away because they think I make it up, but it's true. My grandmother have rich, but in another life. So my guess is the graveyard they have is in Africa. They take the life and they put it inside other people's body because they were busy with their feelings. They collect the feeling. It's like a phone call. Collect the feeling, and then they throw the body away because they have the feeling. And now they're promoting the owner of the body. They don't promote the life because the life have a graveyard in Africa. Now, my grandmother cannot afford. They have African clothes, but she's in an age that she was 72 when I was born. She doesn't have the mentality to fix me clothes, and nobody was there to produce it because my mother is going to work 2 years in Lebanon, 2 years in Jordan, 2 years in Kuwait, and then she go to London. She find out she was pregnant with her boyfriend she love, and then she go home with a 3-month pregnancy. And now during this time my mother travel, I was alone with my grandmother. I have the same clothes on. I go to the water side, I take a shower, and I am like, you know, the Sheila Tarzan that does not change clothes, a gorilla that don't change clothes. I have the same pants on for weeks, and I have no shoe. I have to walk. I cannot cry anymore. The vibration, when I try to cry, my nose is really very so I cannot. Whenever I want to talk about this story, I get a tears because I can't believe that people who give me so much here watch me suffer in Africa, and they even try to kill me. 2013. So it's right now it's situation is different because it's like planting apple tree. The apple say you're gonna get the tree, you're gonna get the leaf, but you're not getting the apple anymore. 1002 days. I walk from my house. I walk to my father. It takes me 4 hours to go and back. And sometimes when I get there, my father is walking some places. My father is ashamed of how I look, you know, because my father have so much boys working for him, and he make less money. He cannot afford to give me, and what he gave me, I have to take transport. I buy something and just walk back home. I was little and proud. I never asked anybody in the street for something, never.